Yesterday we have seen regarding metal cutting there must be relative motion between workpiece and the tool. So there are two components coming in picture whenever metal cutting is there, that is quality of the workpiece and the quality of the tool. And also when tool is there, automatically geometry of the cutting tool comes in picture. So we are we have seen yesterday we have seen the geometry of the single point cutting tool. Out of that, most important angle is there, rake angle. We have seen negative rake angle. What is the advantages of negative rake angle? We have seen what is mean by lip angle or wedge angle or angle of keenness. We have seen how much should be the rake angle, back rake angle and side rake angle, that we have seen, and why negative rake angle and when negative angle should be used, that is also we have seen. So with the help of this we will now move towards the other angles in the geometry of the cutting tool. One is relief or clearance angle, out of which is relief or clearance angle. Ground on the end and side faces of a tool to prevent it from rubbing to the workpiece, to enable only the cutting edge to touch to the workpiece, the cut freely without rubbing against the surface of the job. Because if this angle is less and if the job tool is rubbing to the job, automatically there will be a friction which is going to resist the movement of the cutting tool as well as workpiece. So that can reduce the metal removal rate. So it should be in such a way that it should not be more, but only cutting edge should be touched to the workpiece. So that care we have to take, and for that purpose this relief angle and clearance angle is there. There are two types of relief angle is there. One is side means we are the see, again we will go to the this figure. Side relief angle in the side edge and end relief angle in the front view, that we are where we are going to see, that we have seen in which view you will see this angle, that will be we have seen that the side relief angle is that angle ground directly below the cutting edge on the flank of the tool. And next is end relief angle ground from nose of the tool, from the nose of the tool, so that only point should touch, other cutting tool edges should not touch to avoid the friction. Next is cutting edge angle ground on a tool so that it can be mounted in correct position of various machining operations. Side cutting edge angle allows flank of the tool to approach the workpiece first, spreads the material over a great distance on the cutting edge, thereby thinning out the chip. Approximately it should be 15 degrees. End cutting edge angle allows the cutting tool to machine close to the workpiece during the turning operation. Usually it will be 20 to 30 degrees. Nose radius is rounded tip on the point of the tool. Functions of the nose radius is strengthens the finishing point of the tool, improve the surface finish of the workpiece, should be twice amount of the feet per revolution. Too large, shatter mark; too small, weakens the point. Value should be varies from 0.4 mm to 1.6 mm. This is the radius of the cutting tool, which is most important part of the cutting tool, because it is touching to the workpiece. Tool signature, it is a system of the designating the principal angles of a single point cutting tool. Signature is the sequence of numbers listing the various angles in degrees and the size of the nose of the radius. There are two systems widely used are ASA system and ORS systems. ASA system and ORS system. ASA system, it is the most commonly used method, ASA, which is called as American Standards Association system. This is also called as machine reference systems, as the three planes of describing the angles based on configuration of the configuration and axis of machine tool. The single point cutting tool is designated as, with the help of this ASA system, first one will be back rake angle, next one is side rake angle, end relief angle, side relief angle, end cutting edge angle, and side cutting edge angle. Here CE is there, it may be called as phi E, phi S, and last one is nose radius. In this way we are designating the tool with the help of ASA system. Now if we see the examples, tool is designated by following sequences: 8, 14, 6, 6, 6, 15, 1, then 8 back rake angle, 8 side rake angle, 14, 8 relief angle, 6 side relief angle, 6 end cutting edge angles, 6 side cutting edge angle 15 degree, and nose radius is 1 mm. In this way we are designating the tool. Mechanism of chip formation. The figure represents the shaping operation, where the workpiece remains stationary and the tool advances to the workpiece towards the left. Thus, the metal gets compressed very severely, causing shear stress. The stress is maximum along the plane is called as shear plane. If the ductile material of the workpiece, if the material is ductile, the material flows plastically along the shear plane, forming the chip, which flows upwards along the surface of the tool. शेपिंगमध्ये टूल आलं, याच्यावरून चिप बाहेर प्लॅस्टिकली येऊन चिप फॉर्मेशन झालं आणि ते कटिंग टूलच्या फेसला टच करत तो चिप जी आहे ती बाहेर पडायला सुरुवात होती. When the cutting tool is forced against the work, the metal layer which is just ahead of the tool is compressed. Correct? The tool is forced further. A condition will reach in which stress exceeds ultimate shear strength of the given work material. This leads to shear along the shear plane and cutting of the chip from the workpiece. With further movement of the tool, a new layer is compressed and cycle is repeated. The chip is formed in the metal cutting operations, undergoes plastic deformations. It becomes shorter and cross section increases. Width कमी होती आणि काय होते, क्रॉस सेक्शन इंक्रीजेस, म्हणजे लेंथमध्ये वाढायला सुरुवात होऊ शकते. ड्यू टू कॉन्ट्रॅक्शन द लेंथ ऑफ द चिप इज शॉर्टर, लेंथ कमी होती आणि विड्थ वाढायला सुरुवात. ड्यू टू कॉन्ट्रॅक्शन the length of the chip shorter than the length of the tool travel along the surface of the workpiece. The deformation of the metal occurs along the shear plane. However, in realistic model, if shear of deformation occurs with the shear zone, primary shear zone, the another shear occurs due to the friction between chip and the tool, and as the chip slides along the rake surface of the tool. This is called as secondary shear zone. This will be a primary shear zone, this will be a secondary shear zone, and third one is the another shear occurs between work and the tool face interface, which is called as tertiary shear zone. Shear zone 1, shear zone 2, and shear zone 3. If the machine at low cutting speed, shear zone is thick. If machined at high cutting speed, shear zone is thin. Primary shear zone, secondary shear zone, and because this shear zone picture you have to keep in mind, because whenever we want to write a failure of the tool at that time, this figure is most important one. Where is the shear zone, where is the primary shear zone, where is the secondary shear zone, where is the tertiary shear zone, and with this and this is the frictional heat is going to be produced, and due to that friction, how the tool gets fail, that we have to see, we are going to see in the next section of tool life. So this figure is most important one. This is not, this one is most important one. Here also same thing, three dimensional. Front, in the front view also you can draw this. This is the rectangle, tool is there, the tool is there, this is the rectangle, this is going to be your relief angle, so avoid the touching of the tool to the workpiece. Heat generation zones, same thing, dependent on phi 60 degrees 60%, dependent on mu coefficient of friction, it is dependent on 30%, and 10% dependent on sharpness of the tool. If this is relief angle is not proper, then it may increases heat generation zone might be more. The tool chip formation, tool will cut or shear of the metal provided tool is harder than the work metal, tool is properly shaped so that edge can be effective in cutting of the metal, tool is strong enough to resist cutting pressures, movement of the tool relative to the work material or vice versa, so as to make cutting action possible. Now with the help of this, we are producing three types of chips. The chips produced during the machining operation can be broadly classified as three types. One is continuous chips, another one is discontinuous chips or segmental chips, and third one is continuous chips with built up edge. These are the figures, look this, continuous chip roll formation, discontinuous chips or segment, see the segments, and built up edges. There will be formation of built up edges on work surface, workpiece, or on tool also. There will be a formation of built up edges. Okay. Continuous chips. Continuous chips are when machining ductile materials, that is low carbon steel, mild steel, copper, with cutting tool of large rectangle and sharp cutting edge. Chip flows the tool face in the form of ribbon. The favorable condition which give a rise to this type of chip are high cutting speed, low feeds and small feeds and small depth of cut, and low friction. Formation of cutting shields are desirable because of smooth surface obtained. They also be providing higher tool life and lower power consumption. Long continuous chips can cause problem of chip disposal. These problems can be solved by providing chip breakers, step or groove in a tool rake surface, which allows the chips to be broken into small pieces and they can be removed easily. Discontinuous chips. These type of chips are produced when machining brittle material such as cast iron and bronze. The cutting and also cutting tool having low rake angle. The following factors favors formation of discontinuous chips: low and medium cutting speed, large feeds and depth of cuts, absence of cutting fluid. Chips are broken into small maggots instead of plastic flow of chip along the tool face. The discontinuous chips may also result if the material is ductile and the coefficient friction between chip and tool is very high. The most of the heat generated is carried out by the chip, hence the tool is heated to a low temperature, thus tool life is longer. And third one is continuous chips with built up edges. Continuous chips with built-up edges are formed when machining ductile metals with cutting tool of small rectangles and small lower cutting speed. The conditions which give rise to BUE are high values of feed and depth of cut, high friction, high lubrication, high cutting pressure and temperature in shear zone. These BUE eventually swept from the tool and remain attached to the machine surface. This causes poor surface finish of the work surface. Presence of built-up edge increases the power consumption. Increases the power consumptions. In machining of ductile materials like steels, the long chip tool contact smaller rectangle, low stress and temperature develops in the secondary deformation zone and chip tool interface, under such high stress and temperature in between two clean surface of metals, strong bonding may locally take place due to adhesion lift similar to the welding. The ductile materials with lower cutting speeds, small particles of cut chip adherence in under the action of pressure and the temperature. How BU is built? Such bonding will be encouraged and accelerated if the chip tool for material having mutual affinity or solubility. The weldment starts forming as an embryo at the most favorable location and thus gradually grows. With the with the growth with the growth of BUE, the force F is gradually increases due to wedging action of the cutting tool tip along the BUE formed on it. Whenever the force F exceeds the bonding force of the BUE is broken and sheared off and taken away by the flowing chip. Then again BUE starts forming and growing. This goes on repeatedly. Effects of BUE causes several harmful effects. The unfavorably changes of rectangle in the tool tip causing increase in cutting force and power consumption. Repeated formation and dislodgement of the BUE causes fluctuation in cutting force and this induces vibration which is harmful to the tool job and machine tool. Surface finish get deteriorated and may reduce tool life by accelerating the tool wear at the rake surface of the adhesion. This is the effects of BUE. कटिंग स्पीड कशी पाहिजे हे सगळं एक टेबलमध्ये तुम्हाला सगळं दिलेलं आहे. हे तुम्ही बघा आणि त्याच्यावरनं तुम्ही हे 4 ओळी तर तुम्ही त्याच्यावर प्रत्येक ह्याच्यावरती लिहू शकता. आणि मग चिप ब्रेकर कशासाठी वापरायचं ते दिलेलं आहे. कुठल्या कुठल्या प्रकारचे चिप ब्रेकर्स आहेत. वी विल सी टुडे and then we'll finish, though it may be a long video, so we'll go. Chip breakers: when the carbide tips are used for machining because of higher cutting speeds due to high temperature, the resulting chip will be continuous blue in color and take off the shape of the coil. Such a chip, if not broken into parts and removed from the surrounding of the cutting area, is likely to adhere effect of machining results. It may adversely affect the tool life by spoiling the cutting edge, creating crater and raising the temperature. Its presence may lead to poor surface finish. If the chip gets curled around the rotating workpiece or the cutting tool, it is hazardous to the machine operators. Very large coils offer a lot of difficulty in their removal. To prevent the adverse effect, chip breakers are used. These will break the produced chip into small pieces. Chip breakers reduces the radius of the curvature of the chip by control of true geometry, grinding proper back rake and side rake according to the feeds and speeds. Second one is by obstruction method, that is interposing metallic obstruction in the path of the coil. In the path of the coil. बघा याच्यात येताना इथं लावलेलं चिप ब्रेकर आहे जेणेकरून तुमचं जे रोटरी मोशन आहे ती थांबवण्याचा प्रयत्न केला. वन इज ग्रू टाईप, ग्राइंडिंग ए ग्रू ऑन द फेस ऑफ द टूल लिव्हिंग द स्मॉल लँड नियर द टिप. स्टेप टाईप, grinding step in the face of the tool adjacent to the cutting edge. Secondary rake, providing secondary rake on the tool through grinding together with a small step. And clamp type, very common in the carbide tip tools. Chip breaker is a thin and metal plate which is either braced or held mechanically on the tool face. Attachment, and this is our with the help of cutting tool. We will move towards next point, cutting model, in the next lecture. Thank you.